Alright, so, I came across the article that had, Dog the Bounty Hunter as a good, last-minute costume for Halloween. And apparently he's a triad racist or some type of crap like that. But, then I talked to my friend Will, and, he knew how much of a piece of crap he was before I did. So, here's a couple reasons he knows about.
Well, first off, the article that's surfacing is something that that Dog was talking to his son on the phone about his black girlfriend. And the reason he said that his son couldn't see this black girl was not because he was racist. It's not because he hated black people. It's because he used the N-word a lot.
That's the only reason, I guess so.
Yeah, and if she heard him use the N-word, then she might get offended. You know, she'd misunderstand.
Yeah, she would, because that has, a better meaning somehow.
Exactly. It's got nothing to do with race. He just hates people who are the N-word.
Right, that's his logic. Yeah.
Exactly. So his son turned around, sold it to the National Enquirer for a shitload of money, and now...
You can tell how good of a father you are when your son just stabs you straight in the back.
When you're talking about the exact thing that he's doing,
right.
He's like, if someone recorded me saying the N-word, that would end my career. As his son was recording him throw the N-word around at least 50 times. And so he sold that, and now Dog's being pulled off the air. But a lot of people don't know this. He's got quite a checkered past. He's been a piece of shit for a long time before this. A lot of people just haven't known it.
He doesn't like to strap up. I can't. Can you only? Oh my God, Jesus.
In let's see, in 1977, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison for first-degree murder. He claims that he was innocent, and he got out after 2 years. So he probably killed a drug dealer or something like that. That's why he only got 5 years.
Okay, so he's good at this bounty hunter stuff because he's already a fucking criminal.
Exactly. He's been in the system a long time. He's got connection.
You can track down pieces of shit if you smell like them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So his thing is he thinks that he's turned over this new leaf because he's been in the system before, and he's a changed man because he's a bounty hunter now.
And didn't you say he wants to cure them like Hitler?
Yeah, exactly.
Stalin bullshit.
Yeah, when he has a lot of family and friends that he ends up going after as a bounty hunter, because obviously, yeah, he knows. I mean, the kind of person that Dog is, of course, his family and his friends are going to be that way, so they're all a bunch of criminals too. So he ends up having to run after them. And on the show, he always talks about how his main concern is helping them. Catching them, helping them, and curing them. And but if you actually see this, him and his brood of his small army of children, he can't carry a gun because obviously he's an ex-con. So they all have these mace guns. It's basically like a fucking squirt gun filled with mace. You can shoot it 50 feet into someone's eye.
Does it really look like a gun though? It's a real gun.
It looks like a gun. It looks kind of like a gun.
It could be mistaken one as. If you pull it on me and I'm taking a shit and get surprised, I could think it's a gun.
You would probably think it's a gun.
I'd shit myself.
Exactly.
Or I'd shit.
You'd shit in the toilet.
I'd do the job. Okay.
Yeah, you'd finish.
Okay.
But so he goes after these people that are supposedly his family or supposedly his friends and everything, and he talks about how he wants to help them. But when he actually gets in for the kill, he turns into a different person. He reverts back to that criminal that he is. And he yells about how he's, get on the ground, you motherfucker. You're not going to run anymore, you piece of shit.
So he just goes animal mode and he just goes back to his primitive ways and just...
Exactly. He loses it. And the second he's got him cuffed, he goes right back to the way he was before. We're going to help him.
Blah, 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 blah.
Exactly.
Something
it's a bunch of crap.
Okay.
And he runs this business with his family. And he's had 5 wives so far.
Jesus.
The one he has now is a beast.
She is a very large woman.
Yes, and
I could probably hide right under one of her nipples, just sitting there, undercover.
Just the nipple alone, not the boob,
right.
Just the nipple.
It's not even a silver dollar. It's more like a gigantic pancake.
But he has here's another sign of usually being a horrible parent. When you have not just multiple children, but huge numbers of children from many, many wives. There's obviously a problem with your relationships if you've had 5 wives and 12 children or something like that. Look at this. He's got Christopher Michael, Dwayne Lee, Leland, Zebediah. Zeba fucking Daya.
That's an awesome name, man.
Wesley, J.R., Barbara Katie, Tucker D, Lissa, Bonnie Joe, and Gary. That's 11 fucking kids. Most, if not all of them, already have mullets with dog.
Hey, does mullet mean racist? Does it up
it's-
your chance to be a racist?
Oh, for sure. Like,
It ups it?
maybe like white middle-aged guy like dog is probably at like a 40% chance of being racist.
Right.
Mullet bumps him up to like 90.
Oh, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
The mullet is the upper for sure. It's a catalyst in all races.
Exactly, and so all of his kids have fucking mullets, so you know they're gonna be racist as well.
Jesus.
And then his new wife has
the beast.
2 kids of her own,
The beast.
separate from her kids with fucking dog.
Hey, man, if this is a step up to dog, can you only imagine the?
What the other women must have looked like.
Well, I mean, just like okay, either way, what the other women must look like, or Beth, the gigantic girl, what her husband before this dog was.
Oh man, if you're stepping up to dog, then you went past rock bottom somehow. You've gone as low as you possibly can, and then a step lower.
And then up to dog is rock bottom.
Exactly. But so, I mean, I basically think he should be thrown in jail for his work on Mullets of America alone. Not to mention his criminal past. Being a bounty hunter doesn't mean that you have some love for justice. You like capturing and beating the shit out of people and macing them.
Right, and I think he would have been something like some type of, what is it, guard at a prison if he was allowed to. But I doubt he's allowed to.
Or even a cop, but he's not interested in being on that side of the law. He likes to be the outlaw, the criminal.
And I heard that bounty hunters need to know like the law system.
Yeah, you have to have a pretty good knowledge of the law.
Does he even look like he knows the law system?
Oh, I doubt it. I mean,
because look at his face.
Maybe
it looks like he's cracked out.
Yeah,
if he doesn't have those sunglasses on, you look like he's.
He looks like he's currently doing at least 6 different drugs. Like,
look at that! Oh my god! Just pull up a picture if you're listening to this. Just pull up a picture of a dog and look at it.
Without his glasses. The key is without the glasses, because those cover like half his face.
Right, and the eyes is when you're staring into the beast, and that's when you get the full extent of the fugly.
But I doubt that he graduated high school. Maybe he did. Maybe high school. I'm sure.
He probably got lucky.
Yeah, but
he probably shot
shot one of his teachers. Yeah, but
can't film me anymore.
You gotta have a pretty good knowledge of the law if you're gonna be a bounty hunter, because you're kind of a cop.
Well, I mean, you're working for the bail bond company, right?
Yeah, basically.
Well, look, he what is it, Andrew Luster?
Yeah,
he messed up bad there. He obviously didn't know what he was doing. He was too fucking stupid, or he just didn't give a shit. That much of a vandal.
Exactly. He, if you don't know what we're talking about, in 2003, Andrew Luster, he's an heir to the Max Factor Cosmetics company.
Also a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, he had like 86 counts of rape charges.
Total fucking scum.
Yeah, and he fled to Mexico, and Dog took it upon himself to basically go down there and hunt him, instead of letting U.S. Marshals do their job, or even the Mexican government.
See, now, it would be one thing if he was a U.S. Marshal, and it was kind of he was the only type of person that would be able to do something about this, but you're a bounty hunter of fucking Hawaii.
Yeah, he can basically only practice in Hawaii. I don't know if he's licensed to do it in any other states. But
not Mexico for sure.
Mexico, not only is he not licensed in Mexico, bounty hunting is illegal in Mexico, because that would be half of Mexico would be in the custody of bounty hunters.
And then can't do that.
Who would be paying the taxes down there? So he went down there to get this Andrew Luster guy, and basically caused a big international situation, because he can't practice down there. It's illegal. So a bunch of Mexican government want us to extradite him back to Mexico so he can be charged, but a bunch of pussies in